part of something larger than ourselves, a new world order.
Against me for the camera, because like you just said to me that it has to be taken to the police station because there's no insurance, tax or test on it. But if someone comes with insurance and they can come and pick it up, the bike's not rideable. I've just had somebody come, an emergency garage coming to pick it up because obviously nobody can ride it. You just said to me that somebody can come to the police station and get it. So why was not the driver that came with the van to come and pick the vehicle up, why wasn't he allowed to take it away? Is this an issue to do with the charge because the police have had to come and get it and they're earning £250? Or is it simply because you're being awkward with me and won't let the guy take it in the first place?
Being awkward, Andy, at the end of the day, mate, you've been riding this without a licence.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
I understand that, yeah. But
we have to recover it. You're an uninsured driver, so you're causing issues
right.
on the road.
And you've just yeah, I understand that, but you've just told me that somebody can come to the station and pick it up.
Just on the 688 there, south of with the 68.
Can you help with this conversation, please, so for me to understand what's going on here? At the end of the day, right, you've just said to me that you're taking it and somebody can pick it up from the station, right? No, I'm okay with that. I can hold my own phone. I can hold my own phone, that's okay. Why did you want to hold my phone for me when I'm trying to gather information?
What I'm trying to say to you is I'm trying to explain to you that
right.
the officer's already said to you that you can't have your bike at the moment because you're riding it with
no
insurance.
I am not, but I've just had somebody in a van come to pick it up.
Well, if you let me finish.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because you've been riding it without insurance, without a licence, and you've been seen to be riding it, alright, you therefore have to have it seized under Operation Takeaway by the police.
Right.
So nobody can come and collect it for you from scene right now because we have to go through the procedure of seizing your vehicle from you.
Right.
Once that's been done, you'll be given the relevant documentation to take to the police station, which will be stamped and signed, and somebody with a licence and insurance for that bike can then collect it.
And will there be a charge? And will there be a charge?
Speak to the recovery agent about. There will be a charge, but it's a recovery agent's charge.
Right. So what's the recovery agent's charge? Could you tell me that,
please?
Well,
you have to discuss that with them because I wouldn't know the cost.
Well, it's £250 apparently. That's what I've been told.
Like I said, I don't know the cost, so I'm not going to.
So it's the police themselves don't charge for taking it away.
The police don't charge, as far as I'm aware, but it'll be the recovery agent.
As far as you're aware.
To breathalyse you, we're not going to delay the process any longer. So, are you happy to provide a specimen?
Of course I am. Yeah, crack on.
You just listen to this officer, please.
Anything to eat or drink in the last 20 minutes, Andy?
No.
No. Have you consumed any alcohol?
No.
No. Okay. Smoked anything in the last 20 minutes while been in? All right.
No.
I'll just let you know that what I require.
I've had some gas.
One long specimen of breath from you. Okay.
Yeah.
Failure to provide will leave you liable to arrest. Okay. Is there any reason why you can't provide to us?
No.
No. Champion. What I need, mate, just one long continuous breath into there till I tell you to stop. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's it. Lovely, thanks, mate. What it'll do, just analyse it and it'll give us an indication as to whether there's any alcohol in your breath. Alright?
Yeah.
Just come back to 0. Do you want to take that off? Do you want to keep that off?
No.
No?
So over and out with that one then.
Alright.
Yeah, are you interviewing me at the side of the road while I'm on gas?
Pardon?
PC270.
No, you're not, because you've committed the offence. And I've spoken with the paramedic about your current condition, so
So we're okay to do this at the side of the road while I'm on gas,
as I said, you're not being interviewed, Andrew. I'm just getting your details, mate. All right.
Oh man. Oh Jesus.
Oh, you feeling all right?
Yeah, my arm's a bit sore like when I move it. The gas is definitely helping.
That's what it's there to do. I wish I had some of it there.
Do you need this back?
No, that's for you.
I thought you said we're
Andrew,
away.
No, I said I've managed to get a vehicle on the way.
Oh right.
Where does your Craig live?
Sorry?
Where does your Craig live?
My what?
Craig.
Who's Craig?
Your son.
I didn't say Craig, I said... Sorry?
Who did you say owns the bike?
My son,
Yeah, what's his name?
Callum.
Oh, Callum Mackey, sorry, that's me being an idiot. Where does he live?
What's it to do with you?
Right, just with he's the owner of the bike, he's going to have to come and collect it, isn't he?
Well, he isn't going to have to come and collect
Not
it at
someone
all,
with,
is he?
Someone with the insurance and licence, but we need to work out who's owning the bike.
I'll be collecting the bike.
Right.
He lives with his mother, and if the police knock at the door, his mother will go off his head and refuse to even tell me anything about out, right? So I'd rather you not knock at my son's
We're not going to be
door.
knocking on his door, we just need to know who the owner of the bike is. Doesn't mean we're going to go around and knock him up.
I don't know. Shit, why did I just do that? Oh my god. I just tried lifting that arm up. That hurt. Thank you. I'll come with my son when we come and collect the bike anyway, eh? I'm sure that'll be fine. MX51 AAE. Do you know the guy who sold me the bike then?
The guy who what, sorry?
The guy who sold me the bike.
Sold you the bike?
Yeah.
Sold it to you or to...
Yeah, to me. Why do you want that? Is it an illegal bike or what?
No, I'm not saying that. We're trying to work out who owns the bike. So you've told me that Callum owns it, which is spot on.
Aye, Callum should be the owner because he sent the paperwork away quite a while ago.
Away, then that's fine.
Well, you should have that on your database then, should you not?
I'm asking you for ease. If we're, I'm coming here, I've been spot on with you. We're just trying to have a conversation to establish who owns the bike. From your point of view.
My son owns it. And the paperwork was sent to DVLA, so you should be able to
sorted that, then
know who
that's
it
ideal,
is.
yeah. So he's fulfilled this side of things.
I take it I'm coming with you guys after I've been to hospital then, eh?
Well, we'll cross that bridge as and when. We need to make sure you're alright first.
You know the bridges and so do I. I see what you mean now, that dizziness has wore off now, like, eh? And it isn't working.
You turn your mobile off when you get on the ambulance, no?
There's no mobile on it.
No, the actual, because when it's searching for GPS and stuff.
Alright. I was going to say, like, it's not a mobile phone, it's just a camera.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's just a camera, mate.
Right, that'll need to go off though.
Or did you have Alpha? No.
Sorry?
I was just talking to my colleague there, Andrew.
How does gas have that effect on you then? I'm talking as I'm exhaling, by the way.
Off now?
I'm talking as I'm exhaling. Oh, you bugger!
Andrew, you know when you say you're coming out with Callum to collect the vehicle, do you have a more convenient police station for you? Would it be Bishop or Darlington?
Darlington would be more convenient.
Darlington would be more convenient. I'll pop down Bishop and or Darlington so you can go to either.
Darlington would be better.
Right.
No, just put Darlington.
Right.
Only.
I'll leave the option open to you, mate, at the end of the day, right? Because it's going to be taken up here. What's going to happen is when the recovery agent comes out, they'll recover it just to one of the local ones round here. All right. So the form does explain everything to you.
Yeah.
All right, but because you are driving without a licence and insurance, which you've been reported for, we need either you, the owner, registered keeper, or someone you nominate to come down with all the documents, okay, which is licence, insurance, etc., for this vehicle, which is when
the vehicle's not even rideable. It's a bloody recovery vehicle.
That's
needs to
what
come
I'm
and
saying,
pick
though.
it up anyway.
Not to ride it, but to remove it from the storage. All right, you have to get someone down who is insured, who can take control of the vehicle. All right.
Hold on a minute. So you're trying to tell me that somebody has got to actually come down here to ride it, even though it's not rideable?
Not to ride it, to take it away.
So why would they want to be?
They have to be insured. Because that's the whole reason.
Well, of course they do.
Place.
You don't expect any recovered vehicle to be insured.
I'm talking about you to come pick the bike up. Once you have to bring someone with you who is insured and does have a licence for this type of vehicle.
Right, you're telling me that you've got to pay for somebody to come and pick it up and put it somewhere so I can come and pick it up at a later date. I already had a recovered vehicle from the garage where it
my colleague's already explained it
gets
to you.
done and that.
You're riding the vehicle
So,
on the road without insurance,
right,
without
no,
a
it's
licence.
not. Yeah, but but it counteracts everything you're saying because you're saying it's not even going to the police station. It's going somewhere
No, I
else.
never said that. It goes to the recovery agent.
Which is the recovery agency from where?
Right, so there'll be one local here.
Right,
so
this
I'll let you
is
know
being
when it comes
picked
out.
up and taken to a recovery centre or somewhere.
Yes.
Right, it's not going to the police station.
No, it doesn't go to the police station.
Right, so why?
You have to produce your documents at the police station before it can be released.
Before it can be released. Before it can be released from the recovery.
Back to yourself.
I see where it's coming from now.
Okay.
You see, I'm on gas at the moment, and you're I'm trying to make sense of what's going on. So
That's
please
fine.
don't be all arsey with me.
Andrew,
you know
if I at
what
one point being
about
asked,
asking me
I've come
questions,
here and I've been
mate.
spot on with you. All right.
Yeah, I know. I just thought you was being a bit objective towards me, like trying to ask you
Okay.
questions about the fact that, and say, look, a cop has already told me that. Like, yeah, they have. So, yeah.
Okay.
It does.
as long as we all
It
understand
doesn't make any sense though that you've had a recovery vehicle to come out and take it to somewhere else, that even a police place. You know what I mean? For me to pay them money.
You're the person that's been riding it without the insurance. And
I
the
know
licence at the end of
that.
the
I
day.
know that, but
So
I'm
there's only
still.
one person at this-
Yeah,
at
but
this
I'm
moment
not
in
allowed
time
to
who's
ask.
in the wrong.
Yeah, but stop being argumentative. I'm trying to just ask you the questions, like about how come it's going to a firm of your choosing when a firm could have picked it up here and now and taken it away, and it has to be a firm of your choosing now. I mean, it's been established that I'm riding it illegally, but you've still got a firm to come and pick it up, where I'd already arranged a firm to come and pick it up, right, which I have paid for, well, we'll have to pay for when I get out, for wasting his time, and pay the people who you've asked to. So that's like, you've obstructed me in my course of getting my bike back to a garage, haven't you? By saying it has to be taken by the police, when really it hasn't had to be taken by the police at all, has it? Because you've got a company come and pick it up, and the police aren't picking it up and taking it back to the police station at all, are they?
Seized on behalf of the police.
So I don't understand how
Seized
it's...
on behalf of the police.
Yeah, and then given to who? Who are you passing it to?
I've already fully explained, Andrew, what happens with it.
Right, and I have to pay at the police station then, do I?
No,
To have it recovered?
The finance doesn't go to us, it's the recovery agent.
So who do I actually pay?
It'll all be explained to you once you produce your documents.
Well, surely you can explain it to me now. You're a police officer.
Well, you said that you're currently under the influence of the gas.
Yeah, I've just purposely come off the gas
Right.
because the chap himself told me that it only lasts a few minutes and that I need to keep taking it. I've come
your,
off the gas so I can understand what you were saying to me right now.
Your documents at the station, alright, it's fully explained on here, okay,
right.
And you've got to pay any associated charges to the recovery company.
What documents? Insurance and...
Insurance, MOT licence, just everything that you need to ride a bike legally on the road.
Well, it's not rideable on the road, is it?
Right.
It's smashed up.
It's what you need to recover it, okay?
That's what you need to recover
Yes.
it, an MOT. So even if I ever got an MOT for it, which I haven't, right, and I haven't got insurance for it, which I haven't, it's unrideable, which is true, but it can't be put in the back of a van.
The documents are required to release the bike, and there's no other way that we can get around that. You need to provide the documents for the bike to be released, otherwise we don't release it. Okay,
So if
there's not really any discussion points surrounding that.
It's property though, isn't it, at the end of the day? It's property that belongs to me, isn't it? Well, belongs to my son because I bought it for my son, but... So basically you're stealing it and hijacking it and I have to pay a fee in order to recover it, basically. That's the black and white of it, is the way I see it as a common man.
Want any more of that gas, Andrew, or not?
Yes, please. I'm trying to have a
Can
conversation
you do
with
us
these
a favour
guys.
while I'm treating you? Can you put the camera away, please?
Yeah, I certainly will for you, mate.
Sit in my car and discuss it.
Yeah, we can go sit in your car and discuss it if you like. No problem.
Jump the back.
Right. Sorry, what's your name, mate? PC2045.
Are you recording it?
Yeah, I am, yeah, just for
I'll be
safety and
recording it
that.
as well, alright?
Yeah, that's okay, just to make sure that everything's cool.
Okay, everything in the vehicle's now being recorded, okay?
Yeah, great stuff, yeah.
You aware of the reason why, are you?
No, not entirely. Apart from the accident you mentioned on the door, yeah?
Right, accident you were involved in on the 4th, bear with me for the exact date.
It's just that sometimes things get a bit lost in space and time, so I record everything because I'm dyslexic, you see, and then I can just...
I'm recording of everything as well, so it's all transparent from both sides.
Oh.
Right.
I see, that's for that, is it?
4th of September, A68, roundabout with West Walton, yeah?
Yep, that's
and you were
right.
on a bike there.
Yeah.
See, I didn't attend the initial accident.
Yeah.
My colleagues have dealt with it, but we work on the traffic department and it comes through to us to deal with thereafter. Alright?
Yeah.
What happened from your version of events there?
My version of events was I was approaching the roundabout and looked left and right and carried on. Sorry, stopped at the roundabout, carried on then. And basically there was a long wheelbase limousine, black limousine, went flying through the roundabout. As I was a quarter of the way around the roundabout, I'd already entered onto the roundabout, and a black limousine stretch vehicle went through the roundabout at high speed, and there was another car behind it, which was the Saab, I think it was it the Saab, was directly behind it, at least a foot behind it. It was like there was both travelling together, and they both flew straight through the roundabout. I obviously tried braking enough to try and avoid them as they flew through in front of us, but as I went, I tried to go with the flow of it because I knew there was no avoiding them, even though they was going quite, they basically just came straight through the roundabout, didn't even stop, they just came straight through as I was going around the roundabout. Like I say, I managed to brake and turn to try and go with the flow of them both, but obviously I clipped the back end of the Saab, yeah. But I was amazed that I even managed to just clip the back end, because I really did think I was going to land in between them or something, like in between the two cars. But they was going at high speed. The stretch limousine, in fact, as he was approaching the roundabout, he started to speed up, and the other car was following with him. I think what he was hoping was that, oh dear, I'm going too fast to brake, I'll just try and get ahead. And the car behind stayed behind the stretch limousine, not even looking as to see if anything was coming. Like, hey, I don't know whether they was both together or what, but they seemed to be driving that closely together. They seemed to be almost having a race with each other, eh?
Whose is that bike that you were on?
That bike belongs to me, but I'd bought it originally for my son as a present.
Callum?
Yeah, and also paid for him to get his licence sorted out, so it was gonna be his first bike. And I said to him that I was gonna keep it until he was old enough to ride it, but his mum said he couldn't have it anyway, and he said he didn't really want it as well. He wanted to start off on a 50 instead of a 125. So basically I got the paperwork back off him, because it was me who originally sent the paperwork off to be put into his name, and then he'd give it to me. I've got the paperwork here somewhere. That's what I've been looking for.
Not in your name, you're saying it is your bike.
It's been my bike since the start. Yeah, I put it in my son's name because I was hoping that he would have sorted himself out a license and stuff like that, but his mum said he couldn't have it, so they gave me the paperwork when it arrived at their house, and I've had it ever since. I've never got round to changing it into my name. Which is my fault, obviously.
Who's Derek Pounder? Who's down in the insurance?
Sorry?
Who's Derek Pounder?
Yeah.
Down in the insurance? Who's that?
Derek Pounder?
Yeah.
The chap that sold me the bike.
That's who you bought it from?
Yeah. As far as I know. And he's was the insurance still running, was it?
According to those.
Yep.
Right. What I've got here that's been passed to me is at the time of that bump you haven't got a licence or haven't got insurance to ride that bike, is that right?
Yeah.
What kind of licence have you got? None at all or what?
No.
You haven't got a licence at all?
Nope. I haven't applied for it because I haven't been able to afford it. I think I've picked up the wrong documents. I'll have to pop back in the house at some point and get you the logbook and stuff.
Right.
So I'm not sure where I've put them. They're definitely in the house somewhere. I picked up the long pile of paperwork.
What I need to do, Mr. Matthew, it's up to you whether you choose to do it or not. We've obviously got the offences there of the driving without a licence and driving without insurance at the time of the accident, alright? Now, the way we normally deal with those kind of things is to interview you regarding it, for you to say why you were riding it at the time without those specific documents.
Mm-hmm.
It's entirely up to you whether you are happy for me to interview. You don't have to be interviewed, you can choose not to do that. However, whether you choose to be interviewed or not, you will be processed for those offences. It makes no difference whether you get interviewed or not, because it's an absolute offence. You've either got a licence or you've got insurance or you haven't, which our investigations show that you haven't. So whether you choose to be interviewed or not by me is entirely up to you.
Well, at this moment I'd prefer to not make any comment because...
Well, you won't get a second opportunity. Yeah, I want to give it to you now.
Sorry, a second opportunity for what?
To be interviewed, unless you wanted to solicit a present. I'm obviously asking you whether you want to be interviewed regarding the matter. It's entirely up to you whether you want to.
Can you do it here and now, can you?
Do it absolutely now, here and now. That would be my intention, but like I say, you can either refuse because you don't want to, or it can be delayed if you wanted to have a solicitor present, which I would then rearrange with you into court for that purpose.
Yeah,
do you want... telling me you didn't want to make a comment now, but you might decide in the future, well, no, I won't accept that. You'd either be interviewed now, or it would be delayed purely for solicitor purposes only.
Right. Well, I'm guilty of it. Obviously, I am. So yeah, I mean, if you want to,
I can do it now. It doesn't take long.
What am I guilty of though? Riding a motorbike, getting from A to B.
Yeah, you're riding on a public road without a license and without insurance.
Is that against the law? Or is it a statutory act?
Yeah.
Is it a statutory act?
Of course it is. Every person that's on a public road riding a vehicle needs a licence and needs insurance.
Yeah. Do they? By what law is that then?
Road traffic.
Road traffic. And what's the road traffic? Is it legislation? Is it?
Oh, come on, you're not daft. You know fine well every person needs a licence and needs insurance.
No, but they don't though. According to common law, they don't.
Common law's got nothing to do with road traffic legislation.
What's legislation?
You're best off not quoting me law and stuff you don't really know the answer to be fair.
Why not?
Because common law has nothing to do with road traffic legislation.
Well, common law does to an extent. We have the right. Don't we have a right to travel on two wheels? Aren't we allowed to get from A to B?
Legally.
If you're transporting something, then obviously you have to pay your taxes and stuff like that. But if I'm taking myself and just travelling,
no,
you know what I mean?
You need a license.
If I'm just travelling.
Insurance.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet about it. I'm sure you've heard about stuff like this before, haven't you? About common law and stuff like that. I'll tell you what, I'll reserve it until I talk to some friends because I know they know more about stuff like that than me.
I'll tell you what.
If that's okay with you, mate.
I'm not going to do it now, alright?
Yeah.
I'm not happy for it to be sat here done and be questioned with that running.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm not happy with your thing running neither. You're a public servant. I am allowed to record you.
Yes.
I'm not being funny or anything.
I'm not having that done in this domain here now.
Yeah, okay.
Like
That's great. Yeah.
So if you're going to be interviewed, it won't be done with that running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I think I will have it running.
Well, the interview's not going to happen now. Then.
Why not?
All right. So I'm not going to do it in that forum.
Well, all I need to do is find out a bit more about the law because I know under common law that I've got some rights as far as travelling's concerned and the way taxes are being abolished and stuff like that.
The issue for me is that I'm dealing with an investigation which involves other people, and I'm not happy for this to continue, not knowing where that is going to end up.
Well, it's going to end up in
the world of social media. All right.
It can end up anywhere, you know.
Yeah,
that.
well, I appreciate that, and I'm not prepared to disclose other person's private details to something that's going to end up in the public domain.
That's absolutely fine, right?
Yeah, which I'm sure you can appreciate and understand. It's not fair to have other people's details put on something like this, which could then end up in other people's viewing.
Whose details that then? My details?
No, if you want your details, then that's fine. But I'm not prepared to give other people's details who are involved in this incident.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
All right.
I get you.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely fine.
Okay. So if you conclude yours, I'll conclude mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Let's break it off. Sorry, PC 2045. Ending the interview on the so-called road traffic act that I've broken.